So today we start healthcare plan. Healthcare plan configurations. Most interesting, also important as well. So healthcare plans are nothing but who will support health related issues for employees. So here, some plans might be employee both has to contribute. Some plans only employer can contribute for employee. It depends on the company policies, etc. We'll take both example. Whenever creating healthcare plan, so we will have this concept, employee only. Employee plus spouse. Employee plus spouse plus children. Okay. Another one, employee plus spouse plus children plus maternal paternal parents. It depends if the company allows to enroll. When you go with
Okay.
this option, if employee is enrolling, the amount might be legible, $10. If employee plus spouse enrolling into the plan per month, maybe together, I'm just giving random numbers, $20. Employee plus spouse, children, $30 they have to contribute. Parents, $50. So up to employee interest. These are all called healthcare coverage. Okay, healthcare coverage. Some companies may allow only employee. Some companies may allow only spouse and employee. Some companies may allow spouse plus children. Depends. Okay, the amount has to be will be increased based on the employees chosen the coverage type. These are called coverages, ma'am.
Yeah.
To create these coverages, first we have to map relationship types. Let's see how. We're not talking about plan. That is next step. First, relationship types, coverage types we have to talk. We have to discuss. Create relation should be maintained. Maintain related persons relationships. What are all groups are allowed? What are all groups are allowed from the employer? First, we have to understand. Some company will call spouse. Some companies may specifically say husband and wife, or same-sex spouse, ex-spouse, domestic partner. Different countries may call different terms, right? So based on that,
Yeah.
here we have to select. These are configurable ones. These are all workday allowed values. We just have to map. Okay, we just
Okay.
have to map. For example, so most of the things already given. Okay, let's assume I want to create one relationship type called girl child. Okay, girl child. Now, which relationship type is most suitable or nearest value? No, that's correct. Child,
Okay.
child is correct.
Yeah.
Similarly, if I give, okay, instead of girl child and all, I should give like something this way. A daughter, child, son. For son, what you suggest me?
Same child.
Child, right? So these
Yeah.
are dealt by workday. These are we have to based on the customer requirement. We need to configure and map it. Okay.
Okay.
Restricted relationships means this for just a second. Restrict relationship means, for example, child is selected. I would like to display child as a dependent, not as a beneficiary. You remember when we were working on 401k, we added beneficiary.
Yes.
When I select the child restrict to dependent, the child no longer available as a beneficiary.
Okay.
I'm restricting. Or if I select a child, child should not be emergency contact. Just take an example. So we are
Yeah.
restricting only dependent. Or if I select child as a beneficiary and dependent, I can assign the child as a dependent, also enroll it to beneficiary as well. Or if I unselect all three will be satisfied. A child can be dependent, a child can be a beneficiary, a child can be an emergency contact.
Oh, okay.
Okay, other way around. So if you have such requirements, so please do configure this one.
Sure.
One second. The next one, restrict to country. Is any new relationship types you created, and you can restrict it to country. For example, same-sex spouse. Okay, I would like to restrict to, let's say, Australia. And this relationship name is available only in Australia, ma'am. You cannot see for any other countries.
Okay.
Got it? You cannot see that. So I will tell you where exactly we're including. I will tell you. You can restrict also. Can be hide from few countries, can be allowed from few countries, etc. So include relationship for wellness as well. So we have wellness data exclusive for US. If you want to include this same relationship type for wellness, you can select here as well. Okay. This is called maintain relationship types. Now coverages. These values. Access the task, maintain. I always get confiscate healthcare coverage types. Okay. Sorry, targets. Maintain healthcare coverage targets. Okay. So here we just discussed, right? The same values. Workday already, Ingrescent is already available, but sample I will show you. So we have employee plus dependent, employee plus domestic partner, employee plus entire family. Employee plus only. Can we take, okay, I will take domestic partner. Okay, I will take this example. So we are creating one value. Display order, I'm giving it as 4. Display order in the sense, once, whenever the employee choosing this plan, right? If employee met all the criteria, it will align the display. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one you want to display for the worker first? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm giving it as 4. Now the name is, I'll just copy paste this one. Employee plus spouse plus children plus parents. Okay, the name is free text. Minimum dependent count. You know how many dependents you would like to enroll? We selected employee plus spouse plus children plus parent. Okay, so minimum 1 dependent, maximum, if you go 99, up to 99 dependents, the employee can enroll, but ensure there should be either of this relationship. Okay.
Okay.
Some companies will say unlimited. Some companies will say strictly not more than 6. 6 people only can enroll. So we can give this minimum 1 dependent, maximum up to 6 dependents.
Okay.
Employees, spouse, children, parents. Yeah, 6 dependents we can do. What are the allowed or valid dependent types? If we elect this coverage, what are the valid dependent types? 2, 3, 4. Employee, just a second. Employee by default, sorry. Spouse, children. Employee by default is enrolling, so no need to configure. Spouse, children, parents. Parent. So these 3 groups are eligible under this coverage type. Minimum 1 person, Up to 6% we can enroll, and valid dependent types are only these three. If you select anyone else, sibling or grandparents, worker doesn't allow you because we are restricting strictly these three types of relationships are allowed. Okay.
Yeah.
If you select the checkbox, it's mandatory they have to enroll. Or else Workday will give an error message. Requires enrollment. Okay, to force you mandatory enroll the spouse, force you enroll the child, force you to enroll the parent. If you have such requirements, select this checkbox. Or else, if you're giving a choice to employee, you choose whom you want to coverage, whom you want to include coverage, then ignore this one. Okay.
Okay.
So healthcare coverage target we will discuss in our health savings account. Okay, health savings account we will discuss. Right. Healthcare plans, we have two types. So I will list out what we discussed. We discussed relationship types. Second thing, coverage, healthcare coverage targets. In insurance, we will call it as healthcare coverage types. Coverage targets. That's it, right? Yeah. Now we will proceed. Healthcare plans are of two types. Two types. One is a flat amount, something like this. Employee enrolled $10, spouse $20, children 30, 50, flat amount. Another one is calculated. Flat amount. Other one is calculated. Flat amount is example this one, a flat amount, that's all. It's not going to change anytime. Coverage amount means, calculated amount means the amount calculated based on employee age. The amount calculated based on employee service, we can choose calculated. Okay, so first we'll focus on flat today, how to create and testing. Next session, I will explain how to create calculations, rates, etc. Okay, rate band. Okay, so as usual, we'll create our configurations. First thing, create what is the first task we want to create a benefit plan? Whom we need? Provider, right? Benefit provider. Okay, who is going to give this coverage? MetLife. Definitely it might be available, but like for understanding RBS MetLife. Okay. Next step. Maintain benefit coverage types. Which one is we are talking about?
Healthcare.
Perfect. The first one, healthcare. Right. Oh yes, this classification, especially US specific, vision, dental, high priorities. Okay. Excuse me. So display one, I'm giving it as one. So I'm going to give the name as RBS. Anyhow, it will pick up from the coverage type. I will select in caps lock medical because this name is already there. Classification, this doesn't play any key role. It just denotes like vision, dental, health, those US specific. I will explain it. Then icon. So since it is a health related, I'm selecting heart plus 9. Okay. So these are, you are aware, only one election, master coverage, display employee cost. If any credits are available, we're going to cover credits also. Let's select credits as well. So credit is nothing but benefit credits means you have taken an insurance and you have paid some amount to the insurer provider and nothing you have claimed. At the end, you'll get some benefit, correct? a 10% discount,
Yeah.
a 20% discount to renew to the next year.
Yes.
Credits. What happens to the credits if none of the employee is not claiming any amount from the hospitals? They may get some credits. Credit from the provider, credit from the employer. Okay.
Okay.
For not using money. So, for example, $200, $500 in terms of money they'll give to support this product. Sorry, to support this insurance plan. Okay, to
Okay.
encourage the employee to be healthy. So those are nothing but credits.
Okay.
We'll talk about this while we'll configure one. And then next task is, what is the next task? Benefit group, we are using existing one for salary.
Existing.
And we are getting healthcare. We need dependent eligibility rule also, correct?
Yes.
So let's create dependent eligibility rule. Create benefit eligibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Dependent eligibility. Okay. The name RBS dependent eligibility. Okay. So select the dependent eligibility. So you can select dependents or relation. Either you can select. Perfect. Dependent. So in my experience of testing, dependent is still available. Sometimes it doesn't work. That's what we have a depend for the employee that feels entitled to the internship. Sometimes if this doesn't work, you can also select relationship. This is also works.
Okay.
Relationship in the selection list. Who are all we have selected? Spouse, child, parent, spouse.
Yeah.
Spouse, child, parent. So these three people are eligible. Okay. Next step, proceed to create a benefit plan. Create benefit plan. 1/1/2022. RBS. Plan type. Healthcare. So as I said, two options here we have flat rate, calculate rate. First we'll go with flat rate. In the next, maybe in the weekend we're talking it, I will explain how to get calculate.
Sure.
For that, we need to create benefit credits. We need to create healthcare rates, bands. So flat rate, irrespective of the employee age, irrespective of the years of service, irrespective of the employee work location, only flat amount. Coverage type, medical. Classification we are not included, so you can see nothing. It's just a reference. Plan name, RBS, MetLife, medical. It will comes like this: provider plus coverage type. So I'll give something here: RBS, MetLife, medical, coverage, or simply let's say plan. Plan description. If any URL is available from the MetLife, we can copy paste here. We discussed any group policy number. Sometimes group policy will be there for healthcare. If MetLife has provided any group policy number, we can copy paste here. Participating benefit group, standard one we are selecting. US salaried. Scroll down. Worker plan eligibility, we have not any specific requirement, but dependent plan eligibility, yes. Overage dependent eligibility rule. Okay. Sometimes some companies may allow dependents greater than or equal to certain age. Okay. Only specific group of this. As per this dependent eligibility rule, all these three people are eligible. But
Okay.
some companies may give additional preferences, additional age for parents or child. We need to create. This is also dependent eligibility rule, ma'am, but you will include age here. That's all. Okay, for
Okay.
example, if you see, this is also dependent eligibility rule. Relationship type is child equal to true, age is greater than equal to 19 or less than equal to 19. Additional one will create if applicable. Okay.
Okay.
So when you say request provider ID checkbox on the plan, right? Whenever they're enrolling into the plan, it will force the employee to select provider ID. It will force, Workday will force the employee to give provider ID. Auto enroll means once you assign this plan, automatically plan will be defaulted. It cannot be waived by the employee. So there's a different scenario I will discuss. These are just a reference. Is it a highly deductible health plan? Highly compensated employees, highly deductible health plan, because the payroll team is required these details to adjust the tax funds, right?
Oh,
If it is a highly deductible health plan, select this. For payroll team, it doesn't play any key role. Okay. Okay, and use individual rates. If you are maintaining these rates in external system, then we'll select the checkbox so that you will get reset individual rate. Okay, but don't worry, none of the customers are not maintaining a external system, but there might be also scenarios. For example, individual rates in the sense we have three applications now. MetLife, the provider, we have Workday, and the customer or employer. Now, some companies, what they will do, they will give direct access to MetLife to their employees. Okay.
okay.
So what they will tell is your healthcare rates are maintaining in the MetLife, not in Workday. You're maintaining in the MetLife, not in Workday. So they will give the login account. You log into and see what are the contributions you have been made, and also you can request for any healthcare related claims. Some companies, what they will do, provider is MetLife, but however, they'll create an integration to Workday. They'll create an integration to Workday to maintain individual rates. Okay.
Okay.
If you have such requirement, you just Workday utilizing only for reference purpose to bring the rates, then you can go with individual rates.
Okay.
Or if you're maintaining the amount, everything within Workday itself, don't go with this option because here you can maintain these amounts. Okay. So currency, USD. The individual rates will be changed for year to year. If you enable this checkbox, automatically this is also will be enabled. Currently we have disabled, hence it is disabled. But one point here you have to remember, by any chance, by mistake, you selected individual rates and created the plan, and you have assigned this plan to an employee, later you cannot reset.
Oh,
Later you cannot reset. The entire plan is we have to inactivate it and create a brand new plan. Okay, that's
okay.
limitation.
Okay.
Okay, so frequency, let's select monthly up to customer requirement. This is a fictional one we are selecting. This is exclusive for US Medicare. So coverage types, hospital networks, whatever they have, we can create and we can assign it here. I will explain how to do this. Similarly, RX, CPN, BIN, group number, toll-free number, all these details can be typed here. Okay. Options. Expand plan details. These are the new features actually. Here we can give spouse, children, parent in this healthcare plan. Have any questions? A kind of help text.
Okay.
Please reach out to benefit admin. Okay, something new things even I'm seeing. Expand plan. Oh, okay. For each coverage type, for each help text. This fine. I will explore and come back on this. We'll go with standard. The USA benefit group order we selected will be available here, ma'am. Now you have you choose the option. Who are these are the coverage tests we created, healthcare coverages, right? Remember the pay access, everything will be defaulted. Okay, everything will be defaulted here. But
Okay.
your requirement is employee plus spouse plus parent, correct?
Yeah.
Now
Employee
only
child and
remain you can remove it. Member not required, man manager not required. Employee we need, employee only we need. Employee plus dependent, it's okay. Employee family is not required. Employee plus domestic partner or spouse, or if it is available, we can select domestic partner. I should have created few more actually. Employee only, employee plus child. How come employee plus child is not there? Then, so employee can contribute, employer can contribute, both can be contributed. So we'll give both. If employee only, the rate is per month $10. Employee is a pre-tax, yes. Employee, non-employee cost, for employee cost is $10. If employee plus child, employee has to contribute $20. Employer also will give 20. Ma'am, this amount is fictional. Okay, customer will provide all that. If employer full family, sorry, entire family, $50 they have to pay. If employee enrolled, $10 they have to pay. Employer also will pay $10. For employee plus spouse, $20. Employer also will pay. Family $50. None of the employer will pay this much amount. I'm given $10. Or let's say $20. Okay. So credits I will cover during our calculator plan. You can scroll to the right. You can still see few more options here. Okay. Costing companies, deductions for each coverage step. This is for payroll entity. Don't worry about this. If there is any surcharges are available. Okay. So we can select these surcharges also. Surcharge in the sense some extra money to enroll in the additional benefits. Company is giving the offers, right? Again, they have to employee has to pay some additional money, kind of. But no company will ask those, don't worry. Actually, the complex one is calculated method. This is right because it doesn't check employee age, it doesn't check employee years of service, everything remains same. Okay. Now, as usual, quickly we'll create benefit event, we'll include enrollment event rule, and we'll go to plan year definition and we'll assign this flow. Quickly, we'll test it. Create benefit plan. Create benefit event. RBS healthcare. Medical. Restrict to USA. When partner can assign. And this. Okay. Enrollment event tool, I will just do mapping. Existing one. One of the complex thing is creating benefit group and enrollment event. One class I will cover this one. So now we'll just focus on the plans. US and India. We'll select from November 1st onward. Oh, we'll get it. Select the same date. Enrollment event type. RVS. Medical coverage type. Medical. Coverage plan, coverage rules. Hmm. Okay. Administrative correction means benefit administrator has full access to correct. Birth adoption of child means if the employee has a kid, birth or they adopt the child, the child also have to enroll into the plan, right? So
Yeah.
they have to do the changes.
Okay.
Legal marriage status means a spouse can be married or maybe some other unforeseen reasons. They can, with this reason, they can enroll the spouse.
Okay.
Medicare change or the dependent change. So these are all reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. And oh yes, here is the important. Allow dependent changes. Can search any plan, allow dependent changes. Additional dependents are always allowed. What are the dependents are allowed? Spouse allowed, child allowed, parent also allowed. It's like a control. If you're doing any changes, would you like to whom you want to add, whom you want to remove? Default direction rules. Okay. Whatever I configured is not saved.
Oh,
Just a second. That's why we have it. Okay. Not the right time to do experiment. Always. Always. Dependent change is allowed, additional dependents allowed, types, child, parent, domestic partner, or spouse. Okay. Oh. Now the next step is create benefit plan year definition. RBS. Healthcare plan, the one we created. So now we're good to proceed for testing. John chain. Related actions. We're gonna send the plan to worker. Benefits. Change benefits. So the reason should be there. RBS healthcare. Just one day first. Perfect. We go for reassign. I mean Maria. We have to pull the steps from Maria. So reassign to Logan. Okay. Then it comes to Logan box. Let's get start. medical, only one is there, correct? Select, confirm. It should allow now the coverage types here now. 3 coverage types we included, no? Only employee, employee plus spouse, employee plus domestic partner. So I will select employee plus domestic partner. And domestic partner is already, he is enrolled as a dependent. Why I'm not able to select? Domestic partner plus employee cost is $20. Okay. So you remember, right, now provider ID we have enabled as yes. So that's what
Yeah.
provider is asking. Let me save this. Expected.
Like one more dependent.
Relationship types for domestic. Mapping went wrong. Okay, for now, let me go with this employee only. So what happened is in the rule I have selected spouse, but in the coverage I selected domestic partner. Both are not matching.
Yeah.
I'm getting an error. So I will just go with employee for now.
Okay.
So anyhow, we're creating this plan. We'll do that. Oh. Okay. So review and sign on. I agree. Submit. Oh. Sure. That is called. Okay. Go to John Chen. Benefits. This is the RBS MetLife benefit employee only. Spouse and all I will select. Calculate also we will discuss. $10 for employee. Employee plus employer cost. Okay.
Yeah.